guys. I got out of the shower, then okay, so let me go over here. Let me get a sip of my coffee. That's good. Okay. And so Johnny Depp today. Did you guys watch?
Is this them, honey?
Yeah, I'm live.
Is this Berglund's?
Yes, thank you. All right, thanks. Okay, so, what is that? Okay, put these back here. Hair's all soaking wet. Okay, go back to my thing. So yeah, if you watched, it's pretty good. Because the clinical psychologist was on the stand, and you could see Amber was getting ready to blow because she was saying really not good things about her, that she has lots of issues, okay, borderline personality, and she always minimizes certain things. She's a gross exaggerator on other things, never takes responsibility for anything. She knows how to be very passive-aggressive, how to push someone's buttons, how, and then went into the whole borderline personality and what they do when someone's pulling away, and exactly how she filled out everything, and then I talked about PTSD. It really wasn't good. She looked like she was going to blow. And that they're not, people with that disorder, the borderline personality disorders, are not usually able to, and it was pretty funny when she said this, contain their emotions. So she was trying to say, so if they're out to dinner and something happens, they'll go off right there. They just can't say like, okay, I'll talk to him about that when we get home, or I'll talk to her about that when we get home. They just go. They just go. They can't even control it, is what she was saying. And I thought, oh my gosh, any minute, this lady's going to just go. But she was just ferociously taking notes on, not on Post-its this time, looking like a legal pad, and she kept flipping back she was writing down like a lunatic. And then they broke for lunch, and then when they came back, they did the cross, and the woman from the defense team, she had the look of anger on her. Wait till she gets home. Yeah. Then when the woman took over, she was saying to the clinical psychologist, well, didn't you go for dinner and drinks at Johnny's house? She said, no, his legal team. It was an interview. She kept saying Johnny. Didn't Johnny retain? No, Johnny didn't retain me. His legal team did. Didn't you sit there and have drinks and dinner with him? No, we had an interview, and there happened to be dinner and some drinks. So she was pretty good under pressure. They said, well, isn't he the one that you heard say that she had borderline personality disorder? So, just like Jodi Arias, she was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Yeah, she was going on and on and on. Hi, Freddie. So, yeah, we'll take a look at what happened. But if you watched it, and then the person they had after, oh my gosh, that was a snooze fest. I don't know why they were testifying with a mask in a video deposition. That was the most bizarre thing. You couldn't hear them. The sound was terrible, and it was absolutely a snooze fest. But the clinical psychologist was very good. So let's take a look at what, when you're scared of someone, you don't provoke them, in my opinion. Hey, Nora Woods. Nora Woods? Is that the Nora? Nora Woods? Is that the Nora we've been missing? Because we have two Noras. Didn't I always say and I go, was that the one? Hi, Nora. Margot K. Robert D. Bob. Hi, Barb Olson. Yes, Tracy Claus. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Muppets and Manilow. Yeah, it was weird, and you couldn't hear her. Jimmy said maybe she doesn't want to be noticed or something. Maybe she doesn't want to be recognized. I don't know. The only other thing I could think of I don't know, maybe she was having some dental work done and she was missing a tooth. I don't know. Like, why would you do that? Hi, Waterfall. Hi, Farm Wife. Okay, let me go into, hi, Aurora. Let me go into what we can see here. So hold on. Okay. Let's see now. And I hope Jeanette's not here. Or Jeanette is still going on in the comments, whether it's day 9 or day 10. Jeanette, let it go, girl. Let it go. And I told her, I'm like, well, that other network didn't count the first day of the trial as when they were doing the jury selection. Let it go, girl. Okay. It's so funny. Let it go, girl. Okay, let me get something on here. My glasses are going to be all foggy. Yes, they are. That was condensation there from my shower. Okay. All right, we're going to go here. So the psychologist revealed that Amber had 2 personality disorders, not PTSD, and that she was probably exaggerating to have PTSD, and that there were certain things when you could try if you're pretending that you have something, but then there's other questions that come out that you don't know. They're like very general, she was saying, but then they go off, and then they also make you say, if you say you tick the box that you have this, then you have to describe the situation that you have that in and all of that. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. So let's see what happened today. Oh, and then did you notice those people laughing? I can't believe the judge didn't excuse them. When they were having the cross-examination, did you hear the people in the gallery laughing? I have to go back and see your responses to this. Did you guys hear the laughing in the gallery? And then, like, everybody was leaning over, like, I think some people were like, cut it out. You're going to get us thrown out of here. And then they still weren't stopping. Hi, Denise Cormier. Hi, Debbie L. Hi, Kubi. Hi, Ren. Did you guys hear the laughing? I mean, it wasn't just one time. Did you guys hear that? That was incredible. Right? I can't believe the judge didn't stop that. What is that about? Because I thought the other day someone got bounced out of there, or told they were going to get bounced out of there if they didn't cut it out. The gaggle of girls laughing. Oh, they're from Australia? That was ridiculous. Yeah, that was really ridiculous. Hi, snow remover. Okay, so let me go back. I just wanted to see what you guys said. Say bless you, Jimmy. Okay. Hi, Karen H. Hi, Rhonda. All right, so let's get back in here. This is. Okay, so the clinical psychologist, forensic psychologist, Dr. Shannon Curry took the witness stand, and let me get a picture of her up here. Okay, and her role was to review case materials to determine if there was evidence of intimate partner violence between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Intimate partner violence could include physical or psychological abuse. She testified that Amber Heard has 2 personality disorders. After being contacted by Johnny Depp's legal team in 2021 to review this case, Dr. Curry provided a psychological evaluation of Amber Heard. She reviewed case documents, medical records, mental health treatments, and audio and video records. She also met with Amber twice, directly in December of 2021, and she explained that she had her sit with an iPad at a desk, right, and fill out this, this criteria that would diagnose her, that's how she came up with the borderline personality disorder, right? And she has histrionic personality disorder. So personality is the traits and characteristics that make up the way one feels, thinks, and acts, essentially what makes us who we are, said the doctor. A personality disorder is a dysfunction of those enduring traits. She said these disorders are disturbances in areas visible in all facets of one's life. And Amber was not impressed at this junction. She had this spinster look on her face like, wow. She gave a more in-depth analysis of her psychological evaluation of Amber Heard, and she said, according to the Minnesota Multifaceted Personality Inventory, the MMPI-2 test that Amber took, Dr. Curry outlined a series of traits that Amber has. She said that Amber's scores were consistent with others who had similar scores and showed similar traits. The doctor said that Amber had a very sophisticated way to minimize personal problems and externalize blame. She said that Amber had a lot of inner hostility and anger and was very self-righteous. She said this led to Amber judging others very critically against her own high moral standards. And she went on to say that people with these scores tend to be passive-aggressive, self-indulgent, self-centered, needy for approval and attention, and often use manipulative tactics. She then went on to say that these people tend to distance themselves from those close to them, but are very charming and socially sophisticated. They can offer some faults to which others can relate in order to appear fair and balanced, but they're really very judgmental and they're unaware of their own problems. Based on the test, the doctor said Amber had a 3-6 code type, and that means she is very concerned with her image. She can be cruel and prone to externalizing blame and unable to admit her responsibility. She said that 3-6 types can be especially cruel to subordinates and coworkers and have issues with close relationships. People with borderline personality disorder, like Amber, tend to have a fear of abandonment that could lead them to make desperate attempts to prevent that from happening, including getting physical, making threats, and self-harming. She went on to say that people with BPD have a lot of anger and can read into things and see them as a slight towards them, and that leads them to exaggerate and explode and react in a heightened manner, which can be exhausting for their partner. Their partners can often feel like a punching bag and think they are helping, but ultimately get overwhelmed. Okay, and then she said a lot. So the impact of BPD is largely seen in intimate relationships due to constant interaction and desire for one's partner to meet all needs. Relationships start very intensely and present a pattern of idealization and like I found my perfect soulmate or friend. Okay, this is what she said. Like when they meet somebody, it's right away. Oh, I've met my perfect soulmate. He is perfect in every way, or she is perfect in every single way. Everything is great. Oh, they met Prince Charming or their princess, right? The individual with BPD is very charming initially, so the relationship initially seems great. But she was saying as the relationship progresses, the individual has a difficult time viewing the other as a whole because the individual thinks in extremes. They go from idealizing the relationship to the dumpster and feel devalued. So she said when natural things. You realize this person that even if you think, oh, this is my perfect soulmate, they have faults. They have things that may drive you crazy, right? But they don't deal that well with it. So, for example, if something goes wrong, they may feel like their partner or friend no longer cares about them. The disorder frequently results in many inconsistent relationships of various types over time. So they don't normally have like long-term relationships. She explained that an individual with borderline personality disorder would be more sensitive, feel distress more strongly, and for longer periods of time, and therefore blow-ups can go on forever and be very cyclic. And she said that those reactions can wear down the other partner, which can result in the individual with BPD acting violently to prevent the other from leaving them. Now, this followed yesterday when Johnny, when they played where Amber didn't want him to go, right? She didn't want him to detox without her. She didn't want him to leave, all of that stuff. Now she went on even further, and this is what I'm telling you, she really laid it out there, and said that the impact of Amber's diagnosed disorders on intimate relationships and her personal identity. She said in her expert opinion, she diagnosed Amber with borderline personality disorder, BPD, and histrionic personality disorder, HPD, which she called two sides of the same coin. Instability is a main characteristic of somebody with BPD, the doctor said. A main goal is avoiding abandonment, and that need can present itself by the individual being needy to an avenger for justice, she explained. She called Amber's temper and charm really characteristic of BPD. Amber told the doctor that she has cut her arm in the past, which the doctor said which she calls a typical reaction for somebody with BPD. Those with BPD are described as dramatic, erratic, emotional, saying both disorders are very similar. In comparison, drama and shallowness are main characteristics of HPD. The goal of someone with HPD is to seek and maintain constant attention to validate their own worth. When someone does not feel like they're the center of attention, it can cause extreme discomfort and strange reactions, such as taking on a princess role. The individual may bolster a victim's role or make up stories as they seek to secure attention. And we see that a lot on YouTube, okay? People that make up stories, make up situations, right? How many times have we even seen people fake their own death, right? Have you seen that on YouTube? Yeah, just to see how much attention they can get. Individuals with HPD are also very, very interested in looks and utilize their appearance to obtain attention and respect. The doctor called Amber very likable following testing. Her assessment was based off of the MMPI-2 test. Some with the disorder are more sophisticated and can be very calculated and destructive. Following her assessment, the doctor explained that Amber is very sophisticated and minimizes problems in a way that is very difficult to detect. Then they went on a lunch break, and when they came back, wait a second. Before the lunch break, Dr. Curry testified about whether Amber suffered from PTSD. Amber claims that she suffers from PTSD as a result of alleged abuse that she faced from Johnny Depp. And Dr. Curry explained that PTSD is a mental illness that develops after exposure to certain traumatic events, such as a life-threatening situation, sexual assault, being a first responder, being at war and in battle. She added that PTSD is easy to fake or exaggerate. Using a CAP-5 test, Dr. Curry determined that Amber does not have PTSD. Dr. Curry said that there was evidence that Amber was significantly exaggerating symptoms based on the questions asked in the evaluation. So this is where she said, you know, somebody looks at all those things and thinks, okay, if I'm going to fake this, I have all these things. Yes, check, 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 check. But didn't realize that there's other questions that go along with that. So she said Amber initially said she had 19 of the 20 PTSD symptoms. But the doctor said upon further study, she only had 3 symptoms. Those included sleep disturbances and frequent nightmares and a startle response, which means that she stays in a hyper-startled mode when surprised, making it difficult for her to calm down. While this can be consistent with PTSD, the doctor said it can also be related to childhood trauma or being abused or neglected. She also determined that the symptoms of the early trauma and her borderline personality disorder were consistent with lifelong disorders, not caused by a specific event or harm later in life. Now, Amber claims her PTSD and anxiety is from her relationship with Johnny Depp, but the doctor concluded that based on her scores and previous medical records, she experienced these issues before meeting Johnny. And the doctor said that Amber will tend to be anxious regardless of life's events, not due to a specific incident. Now, after lunch, the defense began its cross-examination of Dr. Curry, and Amber's attorney, Elaine Bredhoft, asked the questions in this one. So the doctor explained that women with borderline personality disorder tend to have a higher prevalence of being involved with an intimate partner violence and being the perpetrator of the violence. She diagnosed Amber with BPD and HPD, and the defense attorney asked if most individuals diagnosed with BPD have suffered childhood trauma. And the doctor answered that some do and some do not have childhood trauma, adding that the same can be said of most mental health issues in general. The attorney then asked about her interview process as Johnny's legal team, considering retaining the psychologist for the case. She went to dinner where drinks were served at Johnny's home, where the actor's legal team interviewed her for several hours, and Johnny was also present. During questioning, the doctor verified that she is not board certified. Okay, and that was the questioning there. She continued to ask Dr. Curry about the notes, testimonies, and depositions of Amber's doctors and therapists during cross-examination, and pointed out that the doctor's opinions and diagnoses do not align with what Amber's doctors reported. Previous doctors had reported that Amber disclosed to them that she experienced domestic violence at the hands of Depp multiple times. And Dr. Curry could recall some of the testimonies but could not remember every specific detail or incident that the attorney asked her about. She also said that she reviewed Johnny's medical and psychological records. She said she did not give Johnny a diagnosis because it was not relevant to her task, but she said that Johnny's records did not show if he had a personality disorder. Okay, and then the LAPD officer with the mask, Melissa Sinez, began her witness testimony after that, and she's being questioned regarding the domestic disturbance at the Eastern Columbia penthouse, downtown Los Angeles, May 21st of 2016. She and Officer Tyler Hayden responded to the incident, and she has been a police officer for 12 years. Her testimony followed Dr. Shannon Curry's approximate 3-hour testimony. Now, let me pull this up here. Here's the incident report here. Penthouse 3, incident initiated. Penthouse 3 received a call from the victim's friend that Amber was assaulted by boyfriend, refused to give further details, I guess. Units recommended, declined, called and advised her friend was involved in a domestic dispute. Suspect, Johnny Heard, white, male, 53 years old. Okay, so they put that in there. Stacked incident. Incident closed. Yes, the incident was closed. Dispute and refused to give any further info. Verified husband left location. Victim advised verbally. Okay, so the officer said she met with the victim, Amber, checked the location, and determined that the husband was not there. She said that Amber told her that there was an argument but would not give the officers any more details. And she did not identify a crime but gave Amber her business card and told her to call her if she wanted to cooperate later. According to the incident report from that day, someone called the police to report that their friend Amber was assaulted by her boyfriend Johnny. Officer said, I did not identify her as a victim of domestic violence. When she responded to the incident involving Amber and Johnny on May 21st, 2016, she said she did not give Amber a pamphlet that she often gives to domestic violence victims. And it was a recorded deposition. And it really was nothing without it. And here's a picture of it. It's just so weird that she was just sitting there with that mask and the sound was terrible. Get over there. Get over there. Okay. And then the attorney, again, Elaine Braidhoft, continued to question the LAPD officer, Melissa Sands, regarding the domestic violence call. During the testimony, the officer said she does not recall seeing any injuries on Amber or damaged property in the penthouse because that would have required a police report. The officer said when she responded on scene, she saw Amber crying and she looked upset, but she wouldn't make eye contact with the officer. Then the attorney showed pictures from that night of Amber, and she asked the officer if she appeared injured. And the officer said it looked consistent with someone who had been crying as her face was flush. The attorney then showed a photo of the carpet with the discoloration on one side and asked if it appeared like a wine stain. And the officer said, well, yes, it could be. Johnny's counsel began questioning the officer late in the day on today, Tuesday. And the officer said she didn't hear anything or see anything that indicated that there had been a crime or an act of domestic violence in that penthouse. And I quote her saying, I determined there was no crime. There was no probable cause of any sort of crime. Again, she reiterated that she didn't see any sign of injury on Amber Heard or anything, or any damage to the property within the penthouse. Amber did not ask the officer to file a report that night. And the officer said she had no cause to file a report per LAPD protocol, as she determined no crime had occurred. If she did determine an act of domestic violence had occurred, protocol does require a report. And she was not wearing any body cams on the scene that night. Too bad for that, right? Okay, and then there was Tara Roberts, who was the estate manager on the island in the Bahamas. And I don't think there was much with that at all. That was pretty brief there. I mean, the biggest thing was the clinical forensic psychologist. That was... testimony there. Now let's see. Court adjourned shortly before 5:30. And I wonder, let's see. I can find out who's due up tomorrow. All right. Let's just go over it. Hang on. Just get where... trying to get the one that, just 1 second, let me see here. Oh yeah, okay, so before Dr. Curry, the court heard via video from Tara Roberts, who manages Johnny's sprawling Bahamas Island estate. And she spoke of an exchange between Johnny and Amber, where Amber was telling him he was a washed-up actor who was going to die a fat, lonely old man, and denied that she ever saw Johnny blotto drunk. She did testify under cross-examination that in 2013 the actor was passed out on the beach. Yeah, because that's when they asked her, did you ever see him face down on the beach? You know, passed out. The incident was so worrying that the staffer arranged for Amber and Johnny's two near-teen children to leave the island, but the son ended up staying behind. So that was... that's about it for today. I don't know what's going down tomorrow. Hey guys, okay, so anything else you guys saw about that you want to talk about? Anything else? Hello, Mike. Hi, GB. Let me say hi to everybody. Debbie D, Debbie L, Denise Cormier, GB, Karen H, Kubi, Linda Uribe, LMNW50, Margot, Mike, Music Genius number 2. Remember that other one, Sulfur Music? Haven't seen her around anywhere. Robbity Bob, Robin Lane, Snow Remover, Whisper to Me. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Crime Scene Cleaner. Help me, Rhonda. Kathy Gubitz, hello there. Janae Ann. I saw Karen H in there, yes. Okay. Hey, Carolyn. Good to see you, Music Genius. Number 2. How you doing? All right, let me make sure that we're going to have our redirect done, because after this we're going to talk about Lily Peters. We're going to go into another video, but we have time. We have about 15 minutes before we do that. So let me know if you have any other thoughts about Johnny Depp. And hi, Kubi. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Ren. Yes, I was number 1 before. Long story, but lost all my tech. You were number 1? Oh, Music Genius number 1? Now you're number 2? Well, you still could have the same name. You know that, right? Johnny had a good day today. I thought Amber's attorney shot herself in the foot by being so rude. Okay, Janae, yeah. Caramilk? Caramilk? What's caramilk? What are you talking about? Okay, so she would only pick a rude, mean defense attorney, Linda Uribe said. Opinion. The way that she says opinion. It's your opinion. Thumbs up. Yeah, it does something funky. Yeah, guys, find out. Put the thumbs up in here. We need some more thumbs up. It does something funky. Go find out what it does today. Yes, Caroline, I tried to get my channel, but I couldn't. Anyway, glad people remember me. Hi, Nicole. Hi, One Eye Blind Arts. That's Irish, isn't it? I don't know. I think it will be very interesting when Amber takes a seat. Yes, it will be. It really will be. My lips are chapped again. Takes the stand. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Hi, Sassy Darcy. What's cool, Sassy? Sassy, what's cool? Does anybody want to buy this lip gloss? I've only used it a few times. Joking. Oh my gosh. Right, Linda, she was recording him to set him up while pretending she was doing nothing wrong. Hello, Kathy from Texas. From today's testimony, the non-board certified psychologist came out that Amber's psychiatrist from Harvard had the exact opposite opinion. She had treated her for 2 years. Okay? And she explained that, Kathy, as well. Do you remember what she said, Kathy? She said when they're treating Amber, the relationship is different and they accept what Amber tells them and they're not diving deep in the way she is. Did you hear that, Kathy? That's why there's a difference between the doctors that were treating her because they were advocates for her. It's a different relationship. You didn't hear that? It happened right in the testimony, Kat. Should the doctor explain that? It's two totally different things. It's apples to oranges. It wasn't one day. She met with her 2 times, Kathy. She also reviewed all of the stuff. Why is Kubi dying? Oh, I thought you said no, you didn't hear that. We're not doing auctions. Why? Who's doing an auction? Snow remover? Hey there, Mike. I know. Mike, I said hi to you when you came in here. You didn't see me say hello to you. I don't think you can hear me, Mike. I said, hi, Mike. And I didn't see you ask anything else. Well, wait, I'm in top chat, Mike. Hold on a minute. I'm in top chat. Let me move it to live chat. Did you ask a question? Because I don't see a question from you. I'm going back. I don't see a question from you. What's your question or comment? You want to come up on panel? You can come up on panel. Oh, they're bidding on the lip gloss. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. I was in top chat. Oh, he wants to come on panel? Sure, send me an email. You can come on panel. Send me an email. Come on. I'll get the number ready. Send me an email. Why are you dopey? The issue might be of herd influenced. I didn't hear that. It was changed. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear anything like that. Okay. Hi, Korean buddy Glen Glen. Hi. Who else is here? That made me 100%. Okay. I'll have to check it out, Musical Genius. You can't stand her clothing, Janae? Maybe we should discuss the muffins more. What muffins? What are you talking about? Adaram, what are you talking about? Well, Kathy, have you studied this case a lot? Did you go through the trial with us when we went through the UK trial? There is a lot of evidence she's not a nice person and she was abusive and she's manipulative and exaggerates things. You might need to go to McDonald's. What are you guys talking about with the muffins? The muffins at the psychologist interview for the deposition team. Oh, it's new to you? That's why. I covered it. You can go back in our videos 2 years ago. There was a poll that felt 87% Amber was the abuser, 13% both responsible. Muffins were brought in for the psych by the psychiatrist's husband. Oh, so you're saying that people are thinking something was in them or something? What? I must have missed that. I had a phone call and I tried to call the guy for my laptop today that was, but I couldn't get a hold of him, so I'm going to have to do something tomorrow with that. Okay. But that was not against Amber, GB. That was against the Sun, the tabloid. Oh, I don't know. I must have just not even paid attention to that. Hi, Deborah Vancouverden. Mike, did you email me? I'm going to check. Okay. Okay. All right, Mike's coming on. Please have your clothes on, Mike. Oh, good. Okay. All right. See if anybody else emailed me. Okay. Mike's here. Mike? Mike?
Hi.
Yes, dear.
You know about the girl in Wisconsin?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, which one? Lily? Is it Lily?
Yeah, Lily, yeah. You know what happened?
Yeah, yes, I have a video coming up after this, Jimmy. Okay. Hi, Mike. You figured out your camera. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can anybody hear Mike? We can't hear you. Hold on. Tell him we can't hear him. Can somebody type in the chat that we can't hear Mike? I'm trying to write this down for him. Let me see, is there? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's me. Let me see. Say something now, Mike. No, we can't hear you. I know I can't hear you because I had my sound on before. Uh-oh. Where'd Mike go now? Uh-oh. Where'd Mike go? Uh-oh. Mike was on. He got his camera working. He's on there. He's working it. And we can't hear him. No sound, Mike. We can't hear you, Mike. Too bad, right? Couldn't hear Mike. Hi, Carla. Well, he couldn't hear me. He kept just going, yeah, and he kept talking. Come back, Mike. I'm starving. I need to buy nuts again. I have to write all of this stuff down that I need nuts. I gotta start making like snacks for my trip and stuff and make little bags and things. I need lots of nuts. I'm gonna need like at least 3-4 containers and big huge things of nuts. 3-4 containers of nuts. Then I'll need some like granola bars or Lara bars, something like that. And fruit, apples. I love the crisp apples. Are you stuffed, Kubi? To write on crackers and cheese. Well, I want stuff that I can bring with me, like on hikes and stuff. Am I taking wet nuts? I'm going to be with the dry nuts. Can you hear? Can we hear you now? Still can't hear you. We still can't hear you, Mike. Oh my goodness, we can't hear Mike. I wonder what's wrong. He's got the video now, no sounds. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I got into it a little too invested about this case. Which case? Johnny Depp? What do you mean a little too invested? Like what? What else do I need? Everyone should bring their own snacks. Oh, of course everybody's going to bring their own snacks. What do you think? I'm going to ask you to bring my snacks, Linda? Everybody's bringing their own snacks. I've got a bunch of Biscoff cookies I can bring because I have an abundance of them. I'll bring a sleeve or 2 of Biscoff cookies because I have a lot of them. Sand baskets. What are sand baskets? Sun hat and a sun shirt today. Do you mean your shell bag? Is that what you mean, your shell bag? Or is a sand basket something different? Is sand basket a sifter thing? What's going on? Aw, Carla, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hi, Chris Ree. I'm having coffee, One-Eye Blind Arts. What kind of other snacks? Raisins, maybe. Raisins or yogurt raisins or something like that could be good too. Some trail mix, maybe. Dried fruits, dried apricots and stuff. Dried fruit. Hi, Muppets. Well, what's Mike going to do? Mike? What's we going to do here, Mike? Yeah, I certainly can't bring everyone's meds. Oh, did you? Let me know what it is, Kubi. Oh, I hate beef jerky. Snow Remover. No beef jerky for me. I hate it. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yuck, yuck, caca. I used to eat Slim Jims when I was little. I can't even look at one now. I'll throw up. Oh, my car was supposed to get serviced today, but remember I told you we had no hot water or heat? And then Jimmy went down and had to unclog one of the tanks. He ended up stinking like oil and was not going to get in my car and drive it up there. So it's scheduled for Thursday now. But after Thursday, I'm going to be a packing. I'm going to be detailing my car like a lunatic, and then I'm going to start utilizing all the space. Beef jerky is bad for your teeth. Why is that? Why is beef jerky? Because it's like a gummy candy? Is that why? Not sure. I'm still waiting on a bunch of stuff to come in, like my Merrill. Yeah, my water shoes are Merrill's. They were on sale. I'm waiting on my sun pants and my sun shirt. I'm waiting on a few other things to come in. Gabriel? Who's Gabriel? I don't see Gabriel. So, what do we do here? We wait for Mike or we go to the next video? Should we go to the next video? You tried, Mike? Oh, there you are. What's the deal? You can't get the sound? You got the video working good. That was good. What color will Amber wear tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe she'll wear green. She's kind of wanting to channel the Serena from Handmaid's Tale. Are you asking if Mike is a quitter? I don't know. But we're going to talk about Lily Peters here in a minute. Jimmy, what were you saying about Lily Peters? They arrested a juvenile.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
That's what?
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. Next video. So that's why it's on your okay. Guys, we're going to go to the next video. You don't have to do anything. You just have to hold on and it'll switch you over. Let's see how many of you can get to the next video, okay? All right, try to get to the next video. I want to see you there.